about driving tests, knowledge tests. You guys got 72%. You beat my old class by 1 percentage point. That's good. So let's view the report. Let's explain and let's keep moving. So 72% accurate. So that's pretty good. You always want to use your name. Let's look at the questions right now. Okay, a pass when driving past vehicles parked on the right, you should position your vehicle within 1 arm's length. That is the best possible answer. 1 arm's length, say about 3 feet. Arm's length, about 3 feet on average. 6 feet's too far away. The portion of your lane, that's too close, about arm's length. So most of you got this right. So in your mind, you should visualize what an arm length look like. Let's keep going. Emergency flashers warn other drivers that the traffic flow is stopping or slowing down. It says for emergency flashers warn other drivers. So let's look at this here. You still have to pass the vehicle. The correct one here, there's a problem. So this answer is wrong. The correct one is there is a problem. Okay? So emergency flashers, maybe you have a flat tire. Your car's not running right. So the correct answer for 31 is of a problem. So 24 of you got it right. Correct. Let's keep moving. Before exiting your vehicle, make sure the children under 2, it's actually, you want to have someone over 12 years old, 13 years old. Make sure that you get all the kids out of the vehicle. So this was kind of weird here. Didn't put all the answers in, but you want to have someone over 10, 11, or 12. Hey, can you look with me? Can we check? Because little kids hide in cars. Next, when on a level 1 license, what age must your license coach be? The correct one here is 21 or over, not 18, not 16 or older. It's 21 or older. And I already went over that one question, so all of you should have got that right. 23 got it right. So this tells me either you don't listen or you're not understanding the question. I look at data. Before exiting your vehicle, ensure that children under 6 are properly buckled up and not left in the vehicle. So you got to check, okay? Make sure you're looking, make sure you're checking. That's the big thing. When you accelerate, the weight of your vehicle shifts toward the rear of the tires. It should be rear. So again, some of you don't understand. When you push the gas, the rear of the car squats down, all the weight goes to the back. Now, if you were stopping, all the weight goes to the front. So this tells me you don't understand about weight shift and acceleration or deacceleration. Next, if you must stop suddenly and your vehicle is equipped with ABS, you want to apply the brakes fully. That's a question on your test. So you need to know about ABS brakes. You hit the brake and you don't let up. A lot of you are missing this question because you're simply not reading the material. It is in the material. Next, your seat should be adjusted so that your right foot can reach the gas pedal with your knee bent in an angle that's about 45 degrees. It's about 45 degrees. Okay. So you want to have a bend. You want to be able to pivot your foot between the brake and gas. Let's keep going. When your vehicle is equipped with airbags, the safest position for any child is in the rear seat. Rear seat. Rear seat. I'm blessed. Thank you. I'm so blessed that this helps you. And thank you for joining my lab. Please leave some hearts. Please put some questions in. Thank you. I'm going over some information right now. Let's keep going. Airbags are designed to be used with seat belts. Airbags do not protect all occupants. There are no airbags in the back. Now, you might have a pillar airbag, but this tells me you don't understand the use of airbags. There's an airbag in the dashboard. There's an airbag in the steering wheel, okay? And they work with conjunction of your seatbelt. Let's keep going. When driving on a one-way street past parked cars on the left, you should position your vehicle. This says to the right portion of the lane, so it's kind of tricky here For this particular question, they have the right portion of the lane, but you probably said before, well, it was the arm's length before. For this one, the right portion of your lane. Now I want to go back to that question. Any of you guys remember what question that was about going past a vehicle? I'm going to look back and see if that question. So this says the right portion of the lane. I'm going back to see if it says the left portion of the lane. This one says, okay, so the portion of the lane. So it is correct. It's the portion of the lane, not arm's length. Okay, you guys got that right. I was just looking to double check. The left portion of the lane. Okay, so the portion of the lane left or right is correct. I want to double check that. Why is proper tread depth of your vehicle's tires important? It helps you maintain traction and shortens your stopping distance. It doesn't increase. So some of you fell for the word increase or decrease. So this tells me you're not reading the word properly. This is how it's going to be on your state test. I love this because I can explain it to you. And if you really care, you'll listen. We have 10 minutes. Let's keep it going. So it helps you maintain traction and shortens your stopping distance. It takes you less time to stop. Increase means it takes you longer. While in reverse, your vehicle's response to steering input is much sharper. If you turn to the left, the car jerks to the left. If you turn to the right, the car jerks to the right. Let's keep going. When preparing to move your vehicle after you shift a gear, the next step is to release the park brake. When determining whether to pass from a stop, depends on the size of the gap and the speed of the cross traffic. If speed is moving, if it's not the lighting conditions, if the roadway is designed for one-way traffic, no. It's the speed of the cross traffic. That is the correct answer. It's not the design of the roadway. So this tells me you don't understand the size of the gap. A gap is the space between traffic. And if you're, all right, when a blind spot warning system detects a vehicle in your blind spot, you would typically see a warning light. It could be on your pillar. It could be on your mirror. For this particular one, they have the A pillar. For some reason, it did not print out the correct answer. Passing the Michigan or passing the state driving license requirements means that you are at a beginner level. You're not at intermediate. You're not at advanced. This can help you. Look at my video, leave comments. This will help you. I'm going through it right now. Okay, let's keep going. When planning to turn in heavy traffic, you should prepare to get into the lane 2 to 3 blocks ahead of time. We had new drivers driving today. They were taking their time. They were turning on the blinker. It was good today. So just seeing you guys go through the fundamentals. Lane departure warning systems. Read the lanes with a camera. It could be a laser or camera. For this particular one, it was a camera. Before exiting the vehicle, check your mirrors over your shoulders for traffic. You don't want to release the park brake. You don't want to turn off the ignition. It says before exiting, check your mirrors and look over your shoulder for traffic. Which of the following is the most important part of your car? It is the tires. It's not the exhaust system. It's not the fuel. The tires separate you from the ground. You have good tires, you have good traction. You have shorter stopping distance. Some automatic energy steering systems only activate when the driver has made a swerving maneuver, not quick acceleration, not sudden braking, but a swerving maneuver. You jerk the wheel. Keep going. Who should use the Dutch reach? The driver and all passengers. Okay. The driver, not Dutch reach is when you reach over your shoulder to open the door so you don't door a bike rider. You need to subscribe. You need to look at all my tutorials. And then in the link in the bio, I have a stand store and you can reach out to me for a coaching call. So stay on and watch, cowgirl. All right, let's keep going. Will the tire pressure monitoring system always alert you when your tires aren't at the correct pressure? No, they typically don't work until there's a significant loss. 3 pounds of air, 5 pounds of air, 7 pounds of air. If you're like 19 pounds, no. Well, how much tire pressure? It depends on the manufacturer. Some tires want you to be at 32. Some manufacturers want you to be at 35. So if you're under 27, it's not going to go off. If you're under 20, it's not going to go off. 10, 7, 5, it will go off. The correct technique for backing up and steering the car in the opposite direction you want to go, you want to turn your wheel. Okay, the correct technique when backing up to steer the car in the opposite direction that you want to back. So if you want to go to the left, you turn the wheel to the left. If you want to back up to the right, you turn your wheel to the right. So this is giving you information but in a different way. While performing a pre-driving check, you can accurately determine your tire pressure with a tire pressure gauge. This gauge tells you the exact pressure in the tire. You check your tires when they're cold. A common error in today's vehicles is push button start. The driver may forget to turn off the vehicle. That happened to me. When I got to school, I left my wife's Corvette on all day long. No one could start it. No one could take it because I had the key fob, but I forgot to cut off the car. I forgot to push and hold the push button start. So the car was running all day. Oh my God. Before turning left, it's important to yield to oncoming traffic. You must know this. Yield. I'm looking for the keyword yield. 17 of you got it right. Good for you. As you are entering the road from the side street, you should start, you want to approach the vehicle. You don't want to turn your back to oncoming traffic. Okay, you want to walk around and see cars coming at you. Never turn your back to traffic. If a large animal appears in your pathway, you want to concentrate on braking. That answer was there. Some of you chose the other answer. It's braking. You don't want to swerve. You want to brake as much as you can and lift your foot just before. If you're joining my live, my lives are aimed from people 18 to 48 or 58. You're in the right place. Okay, Cowgirl, you're in the right place. Okay, let's keep going. When you're backing up and you want the rear of the vehicle to go to the left, be aware that the front of the vehicle swings in the opposite direction. So this tells me 6 of you or 7 of you don't understand how to back up, and you don't know what happens to the other opposite end of the car, but you will learn. When should you use your low beams? All the time. What is the dead pedal? It's the pedal to the floor to the left. If your rear tire blows out, you might experience a strong pull toward that tire. As vehicle technology advances, it is important for the driver to understand that vehicle systems include how to operate within the limitations. For instance, if it's an icy road, your car might slow down speed. You might feel the steering wheel go toward the dry pavement. Every car has a different activation system. A driver's field of vision should include the entire area surrounding the vehicle you can see. All my drivers today, Emily did a good job checking traffic. Logan did a good job checking traffic. Grace did a good job checking traffic. I'm just saying some names off the top of my head. Thinking in general. Give me 1 second. Just looking. Olivia did a good job. Okay. Emily did a nice job. Good speed control, better lane position. That's shouting out some people. Grace, good speed control, checking traffic. We saw Cybertrucks. Natalie did a good job, just feeling comfortable, making good turns, backing up, doing 3-point turnarounds. Logan did a nice job, and Braylon did a nice job, just feeling comfortable in the car, having good speed control. So I'm excited for Leah, and Seth to be driving tomorrow. It's going to be really exciting. People are doing good jobs, and it takes a lot of hard work. I need you to put in a question for me real quick. Put in a question for me right now. Put in a question. Okay, in a couple minutes, we'll be out. Put in a question for me. This is how you learn. You put in a question. Okay, put in a question for me. From going over this, more of you are starting to learn, but I want to know what you're thinking. Put in a question for me right now. My quizzes are proprietary. Yeah, I could give you this code. That's not a problem. We meet at the high school We meet at the high school, not at the middle school, at the high school. The front entrance is closed because they're working. You'll see the driver's head car. Yeah, take a picture. Take a picture. And send me those worksheets 3 and 4. Questions. Do we always send you pictures of worksheets finished? How long does it take for a driver to come completely natural? It depends on you. How often do you go out? Do you go out only in the morning? It varies anywhere from 90 days to about 120. 90 days or 3 months. If you never drive in rush hour traffic, you'll never get comfortable. If you never drive at night, you'll never get comfortable. If you only drive during the day to back and forth to school, that's all you'll know. Are we going to review the worksheets? Yes, we're a little bit behind. I need all of you to put in your information, and then you're free to go. Put in your information, then we're free to go. Okay? The rest of you stay on. We're going to have a quick review, and then we're going to keep it moving from here. So put in some questions for me. So I'm going to review these questions.
Where should I send the worksheet? Because this is a makeup class.
You're okay, brother. You're okay. You don't have to send it to me.
Your mic cut out.
Sorry, you don't have to send it to me. Let's pause for 1 second.
I just got a question. So, my driving appointment with you is on July 19th. So
Okay.
I just want to know if it's at Lance Cruz North High School.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Should I send the worksheet, or where should I send it?
You don't have to send it to me. This is just for my online school students, okay? All right, I should have 2 on, so we can go ahead and to schedule you to everyone else. Blake, you should be good. I should have just 2 on. Jen, you should be good. Just put your information in. Bye. I just have 2 on. I just want to get them scheduled. Leah, am I saying your name right? Say your name.
It's Lila.
Lila, you're set. You're good. Everything good?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Jen, you good?
Oh, yeah. I got one July 19th, July 22nd, and a July 24th.
Thank you, Jen.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a good
Thank
evening.
You. All right. Okay, Bredlin and Logan, I have 2 days here for you. I want to go Wednesday the 30th. Can we go 1 to 4?
Yeah, I can do that.
Let me go grab my mom.
Please hurry. So Logan, that 1 to 4 is good for you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me write it down. I appreciate you. And Logan, Thursday the 31st, can we go 8 to 11?
Oh, well, hold on. With the 30th, I already have 5 others scheduled.
So with the 30th is 6?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just need the 30th, correct?
Yes.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Hang in there, guys. Put your questions in. Okay.
What was the time?
1 to 4, Wednesday the 30th. We'll come and get you.
Wednesday the 30th?
Wednesday the 30th. We'll come and get you, Braylon.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to write your name down, and you just have to send me, you'll have to text me your address. You say you're not that far from the school, correct?
No, yeah.
Okay, and then Braylon, that's your fifth, correct? Braylon, count your drives. How many do we have?
5.
Okay, you need 6. I'd like to go Wednesday. I'd like to go Thursday the 31st, 8 to 11 in the morning. I'll come and get you. Yes?
Sure. If he's gonna come and get you.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to write it down, and then you are good, my brother. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Send me your time so we can double check everything, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, what I want to do is take the time to answer your questions. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teens. I'm going to spend some time with you talking about some things you need to know as a driver. And I want this to be very educational. I'm going to go over some good information to help you learn. Give me a second here. And I really want to prepare you for good driving practices and good driving behavior. It's so important that you are prepared for driving. So I'm going to go through some of the things I have as an instructor, and then we're going to go on from there. I'm going to talk about things, why don't some reasons teens or older drivers avoid driving, right? So first, why is there a decline in driving? The decline in driving is due to Uber and Lyft. There are a lot of rideshare programs that are out here. And with these rideshare programs, with these rideshare programs, no one really wants to learn how to drive, or no one really needs to learn how to drive. Next, what role does environmental concerns play? A lot of younger people are thinking, man, I don't want a car. I got to get insurance. It's junky. It pollutes the air. Now, the Teslas are a little bit different. And, by the end of September, that's when the tax credit goes. You're going to see an increase in the number of Teslas. And then the Teslas are going to actually increase in value because they're probably going to be higher than demand. So that's very interesting, too. If I was learning how to drive again, I think I would try to get a Tesla, some type of electric vehicle that at least gives me 300 miles range. It's really a way of thinking forward. I like technology. I'm a gamer. I'm into social media. I like building computers. And I think for the value, a 2018, 2019, 2020 Tesla is a good value as long as they're under 100,000 miles. But everyone's situation is different. And $10,000 or $5,000 or $12,000 is a lot of money. Next, financial barriers. Insurance costs a lot. Actually, buying the car costs a lot. Maintenance, tires, brakes, but that's where those EVs start to come in. But you need tires for any type of vehicle. So that may delay a young person getting their vehicle. Next, how does parental dependency, being able to be driven by parents? If your parents are always taking you everywhere, no need to learn how to drive. Mom, I need to go to practice. Okay, hop in the car. Dad, I need to go to football camp. Okay, hop in the car. Mom, we have parent-teacher conferences. Okay, hop in the car. So you, as that young driver, have to want to get in that car and drive. If you have questions, go ahead and put those in. If you'd like this, give us a thumbs up, right? We're trying to get these thumbs up. How does student debt and economic instability influence young drivers? I think a lot of young people are just lost. They don't want to work. They always have their hand out for mom and dad. Give me clothes. Give me food money. They don't want to drive. If you keep opening that pocketbook, Dad, you keep reaching in that wallet, your children are never going to learn how to drive. They're never going to be that driver to be independent. Okay? I just want to review a couple questions here. I'm 25 and barely learned how to drive. I'm still scared of cars. I would say, cowgirl, you need to have a good coach. You need a coach who's going to support you. If your mom and dad are always screaming at you, your coach is always, hurry up, you're not going to learn how to drive. You're not going to feel comfortable at all. I like to say gradual exposure. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I'm in the Midwest. I have a lot of experience helping teens and adults become acclimated, road test prep. So you got to do your research. You're going to have to call around, visit some driving schools. If no one's going to take the time to help you, you're going to be stuck in this cycle. And what I've seen is people 19 to about 31, when you get tired of catching the bus, begging for rides, you're going to say, you know what? I got to learn. And no matter how painful it is, you're going to end up learning how to drive. And it takes a while. Okay. I have my test tomorrow. I'm nervous. How do I not become nervous? You should be practicing your right turns, your left turns, parallel parking, going through a roundabout, merging on the freeway, making those right turns, turning in the nearest lane, not striking the curb, having good speed control, covering your brake, being a defensive driver. If you are a generally good driver with good speed control, not going over the speed limit, not running lights, stopping when it says right turn on red, you're probably going to pass your test. But if you're a nervous Nelly going under the speed limit, scared to look and check traffic, you're probably going to fail your test. So if I have more information, I can tell you. Thank you for what you do. It has helped me. You're a blessing. Well, first, thank you. I really appreciate that. And let's keep going. What role does social media and virtual interactive play in reducing desire to be in-person travel? I think a lot. I think post-COVID, people are just home. Look at me. I decided to do full online driver's education. Prior to COVID, I was in person at a high school, at a driver's ed physical building, having 36 students, meeting them every day. Post-COVID, the world is different. You can take online classes in 10th grade. You take them all the way through till you're 30 if you want. You don't ever have to step foot in a physical building. You just need to apply for financial aid. You need to upload information. Your financial aid awardment letter will come. Your classes are covered. You'll be in a virtual college classroom. You'll have your college work. You'll have to do an introductory. You'll have to do a overview of yourself. And then your professor will start putting assignments in. And then you have to read a document, respond, reply, look at someone else's work, reply. If you're not good at doing work independently, don't do an online class because you will suffer. I've been there. If you're good and you can do independent work, take an online class. Some people need that human interaction. You need a professor on your head. Did you do your work? Did you do your work? Some of you are like, I don't need someone monitoring me. I'm a go-getter. I get it done. But if you fall behind, and I fell behind, it's so hard to catch up. So everyone is different. What generational differences exist in attitudes toward car ownership? Gen Z, millennials, Gen X. You got to have your own car. Yeah, it sucks. You got to put gas in. You got to know how to use tools. You have to know how to put antifreeze in, check your oil, but it's your own vehicle. You don't have to rely on someone else. I think the younger you are, if you're under 30, you're like, I don't need a car. I can do Uber. I can do Lyft. My friend drives. He can take me wherever. But I was taught to have your own vehicle. Have your own. So you don't have to rely on someone. How does gig economy work? Delivery services, remote jobs. I was just talking about that. You can do a remote job and never have to leave your house. You can order your groceries and they can come to your house. You can order whatever you want and it will come to your house. If you don't want to interact with people, you don't. But one day you're going to have to get out of the house and interact with people. And post-COVID, I saw that. Everyone had long, big fro. You see my hair starting to grow back in, right? Everyone had beards. It was a very rough time for the country and the world because of COVID. And some people still have that COVID mentality. They don't want to be around people. They don't want to interact. People still have masks on. It's kind of weird. Okay. Next, how does the cost of driver's education programs impact as a barrier? Um, Minorities, uh, people of color, low income, rural people can't afford driver's ed. It's $550. It's $600. It's very expensive. Now, certain governors, whether Republican or Democrat, have tried to get driver's ed back into public schools. It was struck down. I think driver's ed should be in public schools. I've worked driver's ed in public schools. I've worked driver's ed in third parties outside of school. I think it really should be in school if the district can afford it. Okay? I'm going to keep going. Put your questions in. Next. What impact does traffic congestion and long commute times have on driving? It sucks. I was stuck in traffic with one of my clients yesterday for 20 minutes. And it was really painful sitting there. Could the car break down? Hopefully not. Could someone road rage? Yes. We had this one guy just opening his car door and just letting it hang open. Another guy was driving down the middle of the road. He stopped. I thought he was going to cut us off. My student looked. I looked at him. And then he turned around and did a U-turn. So summertime is the time for congestion. How do peer influences friends not driving? If your friends don't drive, you're not really going to want to drive. If your friends drive, you're going to want to drive. Okay? Are autonomous vehicles, self-driving vehicles, shaping young people's expectation about future transportation? Yes. Look at the cybercab. Okay? Look at all the things happening in California and Texas. They are here. Elon, he's turning it back on, baby. It never was off with Doge, but he's turning it back on. He's one of the most brilliant people of this generation. The Cybertruck, the Teslas, the cyber charging system, SpaceX. Whether you like him or not, I'm a fan, right? He's thinking forward, and he's really trying to help a lot of people, right? Let's keep going. 5 reasons why young adults avoid driving: the high cost of ownership, fuel, insurance, maintenance. These are Google Scholar sources, so I'm supporting what I'm saying. I'm not just talking out of the side of my neck. So based on Del Blanche and Curry, cost, fuel, and maintenance. So it kind of pays to get a car that is in really good condition. Many prioritize spending on technology, smartphones and laptops. Well, I want a car, and I can get a laptop later. I can get a 5090, costs over $3,000. And I'm a video gamer. I had a 4070 Ti. Just wanted to say God bless you, brother. Thank you, Curry. I appreciate that. Curry, give us a thumbs up. Thank you. We're talking about ownership of cars and why young adults and teens don't drive. I appreciate you. It means a lot. Let's keep going. Make sure you subscribe and watch all my videos. Next, ride-sharing programs, alternative transportation, Uber, Lyft. Now that the cyber cabs are coming, Uber and Lyft, they are scared. They are scared. You don't need to drive anywhere. You put in the app in your phone, tell them what time you want to be picked up. The car will come and pick you up. Okay, I see a lot of YouTubers making videos on this. That's crazy. But the rideshare boys and girls, they're going to lose their job because technology is coming. So Uber and Lyft, public transit needs to personal use of vehicles. That's Riley, 2016. E-bikes and scooters, bike shares offer cheaper, flexible options. But what about in the wintertime? You're going to be freezing. Real talk. The fear of anxiety of driving, that's really big too. Many young drivers report anxiety. Clark, 2012. Distracted driving concerns, texting while driving, making driving seem risky. It can be if you're always texting on that phone, right? urbanization and public transportation access. Okay, city dwellers, young adults rely on subways, buses, walking. Klein and Smart, 2017. Car ownership is less essential in walkable cities. More cities are developing walkable areas. They're really beautiful. But you have to have a forward-thinking mayor, a forward-thinking city council, a forward-thinking government, whether you're Republican or Democrat. I'm just keeping it real with you. Digital lifestyles and remote work, online socialization, social media, gaming, reduce the need for in-person travel. Levine, 2015. Remote work and telecommunications eliminate daily commutes. If you're doing remote work, you don't have to get up in the morning and get ready. You don't have to shut down your computer. You just jump on at 9 o'clock. You have on your fuzzy slippers and you doing your work. Okay? Top 20 questions. Do adults perceive driving as a rite of passage? The study suggests younger generations no longer see car ownership as a status symbol. Okay? So that's very interesting too. Owning a car can be a status symbol. It depends. If you have a Mustang, a Corvette, a Camaro, we had to put pickup trucks in and electric vehicles in. I still look and see when I see Tesla, it's like, wow, is that thing really going? Okay, let's keep going. Does the cost of driver's education programs act as a barrier? High fees, driver's education, license exams disproportionately affect economically disadvantaged youth. TOEF 2014. I would say yes, it does affect the low income and disadvantage, but I'm not going to let that make a barrier. If I got to return bottles, if I have to cut grass, I'm going to do what I need to do to get that money coming in. And that's a personal choice, right? What impact does traffic congestion and long commute times have on driving motivation? Urban teens may avoid driving, or urban adults may avoid driving due to stress from heavy traffic. Garling, Ishkamika, 2007. I would say yes. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the thumbs up. Definitely. It's a grind. And if you are in construction and you have to wait 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 12 minutes, thank you for the hearts. It is a grind because you're stuck there sitting and you lose your mind. You feel me? Keep going. Let's put these questions in. We're talking about the full list of 20 research questions with Google Scholar to find out why adults and teens don't really want to drive. Let's keep going. How do peer pressure influences friends not driving affect the individual to get their license? Social norms. If a peer is delaying driving, others may follow. Linsdorf and Nebis, 2010. I agree. If your friends are high achievers, using AI, building computers, doing driving games, you're like, man, I want to learn how to do AI. Well, download this program. Make your own AI prompt. Hey, I want to do a driving game. Well, get a driving wheel. Okay, I have some old computer parts. We'll put together a computer for you. You won't be able to play the maps we play, but you'll be able to play. And then they stream it online. These young people are incredible. Okay, how do you think about that? Are autonomous vehicles, self-driving vehicles, shaping young people's perception about your future? I would say definitely yes. One of my students, he is 17, almost 18. He's got a Tesla Model 3. Okay, 17. He works at Chick-fil-A. Shout out Chick-fil-A. He's working. He doesn't have a level 2 charger. He has a level 1. He plugs it in. He knows his range. We drove. We made content. Incredible. If he can do it, I can do it. Think about that. This is ZMUD 2016, so I would say yes. More reasons with academic support. There's stricter driving laws, right? Stricter laws. Graduated licensing. It's very time consuming. Some teens are like, I'll wait till I'm 18. Then I'll go to Secretary of State, get my TIP. Someone will drive me for 30 days. I'll learn how to drive, and I'll take my test. Environmental concerns, a carbon footprint, Hosteen and Nellis, 2016. we are polluting the environment. There's still cars, trucks that are still polluting the air. And with the way current legislation is in the administration, they're rolling back those rules. So we're going to have more depletion of the ozone. We're going to have more global warming. We're going to have the oceans getting warmer, the ice cap melting. We're going to have hotter summers, colder winters. I'm just looking at evidence. You decide for yourself, right? Parental dependence. Teens or adults who rely on their parents for rides lack urgency. Schultz and Williams, 2016. Most young people want to get their license 16, 17, 18, 19. After about 18 or 19, people look at you like you're weird. Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with her? Why are you not? How come you don't have your license? Think about that. People look at you like you are weird. So you really got to have an urgency, light a fire under you. Okay? Mental health and driving anxiety. I hear this a lot. When I go live, when I talk to teens, when I talk to adults, I have driving anxiety. What? You're like 19. I have driving anxiety. You're 16. I have driving anxiety. You're 24. You got driving anxiety? I'll listen. I'm supportive. I understand. So increased reports of anxiety disorders among youth and younger adults contribute to driving fear. Taylor and Sherman, 2009, right? So what did I do to find this information? I use Google Scholar. I'm an educator. I typed in terms like declining car ownership among young adults. I typed in teen driving anxiety study. I typed in ride sharing impact on driving licenses. Now, for really good sources, you should use sources that are less than 3 years old, scholarly sources. And then I want you to put in some demographic information for me if you're still listening. What is your age group? Is it 15 to 17? Is it 18 to 20? Is it 21 to 25? Are you 26 to 30? Or are you older than 30? Okay, please put that in for me. What is your gender? Is it male, female, non-binary / other, or you prefer not to say because we want to include all groups. Where do you live? Do you live in an urban city, a suburban area, or rural area? Again, where do you live? Do you live in a urban area, suburban area, or rural area? Next. Do you currently have a driver's license? Yes, no, or a learner's permit? Again, do you currently have a driver's license? Is it yes, no, or do you have a learner's permit? Remember, I'm looking at data. What age did you get your license? Is it under 16? Is it 16 to 17? Is it 18 to 20? Or is it 21 plus? Okay. Again, I'm looking for data. I would appreciate it if you would do that for me. If you don't have a license, do you plan to get one? Yes, soon, maybe later, or no, never. If you're watching this live, I need you to put in your driving status and interest because I'm looking at data. I'm going to go over a couple of them again. If you don't have a driver's license, do you plan to get one? Yes, soon. Just type it in. No, never, or maybe later. Okay. Now I'm going to go over some other information. This is a little bit long, but I'm going to take my time and go over this. So be patient with me. Okay. Reasons for not driving. This is a Likert scale. I don't need to drive because of a ride sharing program. 1 is strongly disagree. 5 is agree. So again, if you are not driving. I don't need to drive because of a rideshare program. 1 is strongly disagree. 5 is agree. So the higher the number, the more you agree. Please put that in for me. Thank you for the thumbs up. Next, driving is too expensive. Cost of the car, insurance, and gas. Again, 1 is strongly disagree. 5 is strongly agree. Let's keep going. I feel anxious or unsafe about driving. 1 is strongly disagree. 5 is strongly agree. If you feel anxious about driving. Okay. Next, I can rely on my family or friends for rides. 1 is strongly disagree. 5 is strongly agree. Okay, we're talking about you can rely on your friends and family for driving. Next, environmental concerns makes me avoid driving. 1 is strongly agree. 5 is strong. 1 is strongly disagree. 5 is strongly agree. Okay. I prefer walking, biking, or e-scooter instead of driving. 1 is strongly disagree. 5 is strongly agree. Next, strict license rules make getting a license difficult. 1 is strongly disagree. 5 is agree. I'm going to read some of the information. These are open-ended questions. What is your biggest reason you don't drive or delay getting your license? Put in your answer. 1 is the biggest reason you don't drive or delay getting your license. Take your time, type your answer in. I really want to know what you think, where you are, who am I talking to, what data set is it, so I can put together a more scientific approach. Next, what would encourage you to get your license if you don't have one? Please put in that information. It could be a job, maybe you met someone and they live across town. So there are reasons why people get their license. These are some multiple choice ones. Which is the best description of you? My parents don't want me to drive yet. I don't have access to a car. I'm waiting for self-driving cars to become more common. It could be another 10 years. I work, study remotely, and don't need to commute. Next, how do you usually get around? Select all that apply. Public transportation, train and bus, rideshare, Uber and Lyft, biking, scooters, friends drive me, or walking. Okay? Final question. Is there anything else you'd like to share about your views on driving? This is a chance for you to share your views about driving. This is my last question, and I really need you to answer this. If you need me to put this into the community page, which I think I will do that. Again, last question. Is there anything else you'd like to share with me about your views on driving? I want to say thank you. It's really been a good day, and I look forward to talking to you again. Please look at all these videos. Bye.